Welcome to the Brave Stoic channel. Today, we're going to talk about the 8 things you should eliminate in old age to live a more fulfilling and healthy life. As we age, it's natural for our priorities to change. There comes a time when the most important thing is to live lightly, fully, and peacefully. To do this, it's necessary to let go of certain things that drain our energy and limit our well-being. The first point is distancing yourself from negative people. People who carry a cloud of negativity can profoundly impact your emotional well-being, especially in the later stages of life. Being around them ends up draining your energy, undermining your motivation, and clouding the peace and tranquility you deserve. These interactions can lead to stress, anxiety, and even feelings of depression. In old age, emotional energy is a valuable resource that must be protected at all costs, and it's important to recognize how these influences affect your mental and physical health. Identifying who these people are in your life may not be easy, as they're not always overtly negative. It could be a friend who constantly complains but never seeks solutions, or a family member who consistently criticizes and devalues your opinions and accomplishments. The fact is, relationships like these add nothing positive, and over time, the accumulated impact can be devastating. To live a more fulfilling old age, it's essential to set clear boundaries and, in some cases, reduce or even cut off contact with these people. It's not about completely abandoning those in your life, but prioritizing your own emotional health and happiness. Surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, who share joy, affection, and positive energy, is fundamental for a balanced life. True and positive connections not only promote a lighter and more welcoming environment, but also provide emotional support in tough times. In old age, these authentic and healthy relationships become even more precious. So surround yourself with those who make you smile, who understand you, and who walk alongside you with empathy. These are the relationships that truly enrich your journey. Point 2. Eliminate grudges and resentments. Carrying grudges is like holding on to an invisible weight that wears down your mind and body over time. Resentments, no matter how justified they may seem, keep you anchored to the past and block your ability to fully live in the present. As we age, this emotional burden can intensify, affecting not only your mood, but also your physical health. Studies have shown that negative emotions like resentment can contribute to increased health issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and even depression. Forgiving is an essential act of self-care, but it's not always easy. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or minimizing past hurts, but rather freeing yourself from the ongoing pain they cause. By forgiving, you're saying that you will no longer allow those wounds to control your life or steal your peace. This process can be long and require effort, especially when it involves deep traumas or complicated relationships. However, forgiveness is more of a personal choice than an external reconciliation. It's about freeing yourself, not necessarily the other person. In old age, cultivating the ability to forgive can bring an incomparable sense of relief, allowing you to live more lightly and focus on the present. This is the stage of life where it's essential to learn to let go of what can't be changed and focus on what can, your own perspective. When you let go of grudges, you create space for new experiences, healthy relationships, and an inner peace that transcends past wounds. Forgiving is a gift you give yourself, a crucial step toward living old age more serenely and balanced. Third, fear of change. The fear of change is one of the biggest obstacles to personal growth and full realization at any stage of life, but especially in old age. Many people resist the idea of change because they see new things as a threat to the stability they've worked so hard to achieve. However, this aversion to the new can become an emotional prison that prevents you from exploring new opportunities and experiences. Growing older doesn't mean stagnating, and accepting change is key to keeping your mind active and your spirit young. Throughout life, change is inevitable. It can occur in health, family relationships, interests, and even how you see the world. What we often forget is that these transformations can also be deeply enriching. Facing the fear of change requires courage and, above all, an open mindset. While it's natural to fear the unknown, each new stage of life brings with it the chance to learn something new, connect with different people, and discover passions or interests that were never explored before. Embracing change can mean adopting new hobbies, learning different skills, or even reshaping your relationships and how you live your day-to-day life. As you age, these changes shouldn't be viewed with fear, but as opportunities for continuous growth. The secret to a more fulfilling old age is to accept that change is part of the natural flow of life and that each new beginning can bring a new form of happiness and fulfillment. When you stop fearing change, you open yourself to a world of possibilities that can make your life richer and more rewarding. Fourth point, toxic romantic relationships. Romantic relationships can be a powerful source of joy and emotional support, but when they are toxic, they can cause more harm than good. As we age, the need to prioritize our own well-being becomes even more evident. Relationships marked by constant conflict, manipulation, criticism, or abusive behaviors negatively affect not only mental health, but physical health as well. The emotional stress caused by a toxic relationship can manifest in various ways, including anxiety, depression, and even cardiovascular problems. Recognizing that a romantic relationship has become harmful is the first step in making a courageous decision to distance yourself or redefine boundaries within that relationship. Often, it can be difficult to leave a toxic relationship due to fear of loneliness, emotional dependency, or even social and family pressure. However, continuing in a relationship that no longer adds anything positive is condemning yourself to a cycle of suffering that only intensifies over time. In old age, it's important to remember that the quality of your relationships directly affects your quality of life, and you deserve to live with peace, respect, and joy. Freeing yourself from a toxic relationship is an act of self-love. By doing so, you create space for healthier and more balanced relationships to enter your life, whether romantic or not. The process can be challenging and sometimes painful, but it's essential for ensuring a more peaceful and happy future. Additionally, by leaving an abusive or unsatisfactory relationship, you regain your self-esteem and autonomy, key elements for living old age more fully. Don't be afraid to choose what's best for you. Advanced age is a time when emotional well-being should be a priority, and being surrounded by healthy and positive relationships makes all the difference. Fifth point, excessive attachment to the past. Excessive attachment to the past can imprison your mind and heart, preventing you from fully enjoying the present and building a more satisfying future. In old age, it's common to look back and reflect on what's already passed. Memories, achievements, mistakes, and missed opportunities. While nostalgia can be comforting at times, living stuck in the past can become a significant obstacle to happiness. When we focus too much on what has already happened, we stop noticing and appreciating what's in front of us. Often, this attachment manifests in regrets, grudges, or idealizations of times gone by. You might find yourself thinking about how things could have been different or about moments of glory that seem never to return. However, this mindset limits your ability to enjoy the present, to create new experiences, and to open yourself to the opportunities still to come. In old age, it's important to understand that each stage of life has its own beauty and meaning, and that the past, while part of who we are, doesn't need to define who we will be. Accepting the past as part of your story, but not as an anchor that prevents progress, is essential for living more fully. This doesn't mean forgetting what happened or failing to honor your memories, but rather finding a healthy balance between the past and the present. By letting go of excessive attachment, you open space to live new adventures, create new memories, and connect with people and experiences that make sense in the now. Aging with lightness and happiness means being present in the current moment, valuing what life still has to offer. Every day you have the chance to write a new chapter of your story, and it can be just as exciting as the previous ones. Sixth, excess of responsibilities. Over time, it is important to learn to let go of excess responsibilities that you carry. Many times, we take on more than we can handle, either out of habit or feeling it's our duty. In old age, it's essential to recognize that you don't need to be at the helm of everything. Delegating tasks and trusting others is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. Focusing on yourself and your well-being should be a priority. Letting go of this weight will allow you to have more time for what truly matters, taking care of yourself, enjoying simple moments, and living with lightness. Seventh point, need for others' approval. Seeking others' approval is a habit that can imprison your happiness. In old age, it's more important than ever to live according to your own values and desires rather than trying to meet others' expectations. Freeing yourself from this need brings a sense of independence and authenticity. By stopping the constant search for external validation, you make room for a more fulfilling life that is in tune with who you truly are. Don't be afraid to be true to yourself. Life is too short to be lived according to someone else's rules. Be your own biggest supporter and live according to your own truth. Eighth point, and the most important, dependence on trivial pleasure and compulsive behaviors. As we age, the relationship with our own body and intimate desires may change, but that doesn't mean these aspects cease to be important. Intimate pleasure and physical contact continue to be natural and healthy parts of life at any age. However, it is essential to seek a healthy balance, especially if compulsive behaviors become a way to cope with feelings of loneliness, frustration, or emotional emptiness. Excessive dependence on these behaviors can lead to more dissatisfaction rather than satisfaction and compromise quality of life. A balanced relationship with one's own body, respecting limits and promoting well-being is fundamental for physical and emotional health. When intimate pleasure is used as an escape or outlet for other frustrations, it can end up causing more tension and internal disconnection. It is important to be aware of one's own needs and desires, but also to understand when these behaviors begin to take up more space than necessary, affecting other areas of life. In old age, the focus should be on seeking harmony, prioritizing a fuller life rich in various aspects, such as emotional, social, and physical well-being. Rediscovering intimate pleasure in a way that brings connection and balance is a way to enrich your life without it becoming compulsive. The goal is to maintain a healthy relationship with yourself and your body, where well-being is the priority. Quality of life involves finding pleasure in various areas, from personal relationships to moments of self-care and reflection. By seeking a healthy balance, you allow yourself to live more fully, with less internal pressure and more genuine gratification. Aging gracefully means learning to connect with what brings happiness without it becoming a dependency or a constant need for validation. If you've made it this far, it's because you are genuinely concerned about your emotional health at this moment in your life. To evolve on this topic and improve a little every day, I invite you to click the subscribe button and follow our channel, so you will receive our weekly content that will help you develop healthy habits and become a better person. I also ask you to share this video with a friend who is close to you and is going through the same stage of life as you. True friends also help us improve even in old age. Like and comment your opinion below. I'll see you in the next video on your screen.